सहयोगी उसे कहना चाहिए जिसमें पूरा समाधान, जिसने पा लिया, जिसकी शुद्ध इच्छा पूरी हो, क्योंकि कुंडलिनी शुद्ध इच्छा शक्ति है। जिसकी शुद्ध इच्छा शक्ति पूरी हो गई, जिसने शुद्ध इच्छा शक्ति ने पूरी तरह से अपना चमत्कार दिखा दिया, फिर कोई इच्छा ही नहीं रह गई। जो आदमी पूरी तरह से समाधानी हो गया वो असल में सहयोगी। कोई सा भी असमाधान बचा है, इसका मतलब है अभी तक कुंडलिनी का जागरण ठीक से नहीं हुआ, अभी तक आप पूरी तरह से सहयोगी बने। बड़ी आश्चर्य की बात है कि बगैर सहयोगी बने हुए भी आशीर्वाद आते ही रहते हैं, चमत्कार होते ही रहते हैं, लाभ होते ही रहते हैं। आप जानते थे कि हम चल रहे हैं, ठीक हो रहा है, मामला बन रहा है और हम अग्रसर हो रहे हैं। लेकिन सहयोगी का सबसे बड़ा आशीर्वाद यह है कि उसमें देने की क्षमता आ जाती है। वो देता है, और देता ही नहीं है, उस देने का जो आनंद है, जो कि बहुत ही अनूठा आनंद है, उससे वो उपभोगता है। वो आनंद आप किसी सांसारिक चीजों से कभी पा ही नहीं सकते, और सारे जितनी ब्लेसिंग्स वैसी हैं, इनसे किसी से आप पा नहीं सकते। सबसे बड़ी ब्लेसिंग है कि आपकी अपनी गुरु शक्ति बढ़ जाए और आप में एक क्षमता आ जाए कि आप दूसरों को दे सके। ये जिस दिन क्षमता आप में आ गई, बस फिर समझ लीजिए कि माँ का काम तो पूरा हो गया, बाप का काम शुरू। ऐसी जब तक दशाएं आती तब तक मेहनत करनी होगी और बनना। यही एक सहयोग की दृष्टि है, जिसे एक माँ के रूप में मैं कहती हूँ कि मैं पूरी कोशिश करती हूँ कि अपनी तरफ से कोई कमी न रह जाए। बहुत कुछ करती हूँ कि अपनी तरफ से ऐसा न रह जाए कि मेरी किसी बात की वजह से मेरे बच्चों में कमी रह जाए। लेकिन आपकी भी तपस्या जरूरी है, उसके बगैर काम नहीं होगा। पर जो तपस्या का स्वरूप उग्र है या संतप्त है, ऐसा नहीं, शांत तपस्या है, इसमें कोई कठिन तपस्या। इस तरह एक सहयोगी को बहुत सूझबूझ के साथ चलना चाहिए। समझदारी अपने ऊपर जिम्मेदारी के तौर पर लेके, हम समझदार लोग, हमारे अंदर समझदारी जो है, ये हमारा एक ब्रीद है, हमारा एक ध्येय है। समझदारी जो है उसको हम अपने ऊपर, जैसे कोई आदमी शान से तिलक लगाता है, ऐसे समझदारी का हमने तिलक लगाया और हम समझदार। समझदारी का मतलब है जो आदमी समझदार होता है वो टैंट्रम में नहीं जाता, बिगड़ता नहीं, छोटी छोटी चीजों के लिए फिसलता नहीं है और कहता नहीं कि ये चीज ठीक नहीं है, वो चीज ठीक नहीं। समझदारी से देखता है, बड़प्पन की निशानी, मैच्योरिटी की निशानी। सहयोग में जो आदमी मैच्योर नहीं हो सकता वो सहयोग के लायक नहीं है, सहयोग के लायक नहीं। आपको मैच्योर होना पड़ता है और समझदार। दिखने में चीज जितनी कठिन है उतनी नहीं। हमने छोटे छोटे बच्चों को भी देखा है सहयोग में बड़े समझदार और हर चीज को बड़ी समझदार से समझते। उसी तरह से आप में ये समझदारी का तिलक लग गया है कि आप सहयोगी हैं और समझती, और इसमें आपकी माँ की शान की बात है। जो ना समझ है उनके लिए लोग यही कहेंगे कि इनकी माँ ने कोई इनको शिक्षा नहीं दी, बिल्कुल बेकार। कहने को तो आदिशक्ति है और कुछ बच्चे देखो तो बिल्कुल बेकार है। इस समझदारी को लेते हुए आज को अपनी ओर देखना चाहिए कि हमारे ऊपर इसका उत्तरदायित्व है, जिम्मेदारी है कि हम संसार के सामने एक समझदार इंसान बने। बड़े आदमी, बड़प्पन का मतलब है एक तरह की पैटर्नल फीलिंग, जो है पितृत्व की फीलिंग, मातृत्व की फीलिंग। इससे उनके ओर देखना, उनके प्रति प्रेम, जो कि माँ का आप प्रेम है, उसी तरह का आपका प्रेम। अगर हम ये सोचते कि दुनिया के लोग जो हैं वो बेकार है तो कुछ काम होता क्या सोचो। या अगर हम अपने से किसी को तौलते बैठे रहते तो हम तो बिल्कुल अकेले हैं दुनिया में, किससे तौले अपने को। लेकिन वो सवाल ही नहीं उठता। यहाँ तो ये है कि कितनों के अपने आंचल में भर लें। अभी हमारा वजन ही कम हो रहा है, इस आंचल में किस किस को भर लें, किसे किसे रखें, यही एक फिक्र लगी रहती। इसी प्रकार आपकी भी दृष्टि में वो समझदारी का प्यार होना, उसमें ये नहीं कि आप लोगों को कहे कि कोई आप बहुत बड़े अकड़ूखा है, लेकिन एक अत्यंत सरल सहज प्रेम भाव अपने अंदर रखना चाहिए। और उस सहज सरल प्रेम भाव में पितृत्व की भावना, एक समझदारी की भावना रखनी चाहिए। मैं तो आप पे बहुत विश्वास रखती हूँ, बहुत विश्वास रखती हूँ किसी भी मामले में, चाहे वो पैसे की बात हो चाहे समझदारी। मैं भी सोचती हूँ मेरे बच्चे कभी ना समझ नहीं हो सकते, कभी कभी होते हैं, लेकिन विश्वास मेरा पूरा है कि आप लोग सब बहुत समझदार, बहुत ऊंचे किस्म के, और शुद्धता रखिए। प्रेम शुद्ध हो, शुद्ध प्रेम, इसकी भी भावना बहुत कम लोगों को है कि शुद्ध प्रेम क्या होता है। शुद्ध प्रेम वो होता है कि जिसमें ना कोई किसी प्रकार का ग्रीड है और न ही किसी प्रकार की लस्ट है, माने ना कोई तरह की लालसा है, ना लालच है, और ना ही उसमें कोई तरह की गंदगी, वो बहते रहता है अव्याह। इस शुद्ध प्रेम का अपने अंदर से प्रकाश पैना चाहिए, ये शुद्ध इच्छा हमारे अंदर होनी चाहिए, और जब ये होने लग जाता है तभी आप वंदनीय सहयोगी हो जाते, उससे पहले। और ये एक जो बनने की विशेषता है, इसकी और जरूर ध्यान दिया जाए। आप आ जाएंगे कि माँ देखिए हमारा ये चीज ठीक कर दीजिए, माँ वो ठीक है, हाँ भाई चलो ठीक कर देंगे, लेकिन आपका कुछ बनेगा नहीं मामला। कोई बच्चा है कहता माँ हमें दे दो, चलो भाई लो, तुमको चाहिए नहीं लो, लेकिन आप कोई विशेष तो बने, आपने कुछ पाया, आप ऐसे ही माँ के आगे पीछे दौड़ते रहे, क्या फायदा। आपका जो कुछ माँ बनाना चाहती है वो अगर आप नहीं बनेंगे तो माँ की भी तो शुद्ध इच्छा पूरी नहीं होती। एक अजीब तरह की बात है कि आपको बनाना चाहिए, ये मेरे अंदर शुद्ध इच्छा, और आपके अंदर शुद्ध इच्छा है कि आप कुछ बनना चाहते हैं। जब हमारा ऐसा मेल बैठा हुआ है तो सिर्फ शुद्ध इच्छा पे रहे हैं, और शुद्ध इच्छा पे रहने के लिए शुद्ध प्रेम पहली चीज, शुद्ध प्रेम, और शुद्धता लाने के लिए अपने चित्त को शुद्ध करना चाहिए। इस तरह से जब आप दूसरों की ओर देखें, ये मनुष्य आया या अप्रिशिएटिव, इस तरह से जब आप दूसरों की ओर देखें, ये मनुष्य आया या अप्रिशिएटिव, जबरा मिलना चाहिए, सबको पसंद करने की ताकत होनी चाहिए। अट्रैक्ट तो एक ही चीज का चाहिए, दूसरे का आत्मा, वही तो आनंद देने वाली चीज है दूसरे की। बाह्य की दृष्टि जो है, इसमें चित्त हमारा बड़ा उलझता है, चित्त को गहन उतारना पड़ता है, पेनिट्रेटिंग, गहन। Now those days are gone now. Now Satyuga has started. In Satyuga, I assure you, anybody who is not blessed by Rajalakshmi will have to go to jail, or will have to leave the seat, will be thrown away, or will be, as they say, doubly dying, go to the waste, dust. It has to be. They'll be all exposed, whatever tricks they may try. And they will have the consequence of being artificially the rulers. But a genuineness is the sign that the Queen of Blessings, the goddess of Rajalakshmi, is residing in that person. In Satyuga it will happen, I'm sure. But even in Sahaja Yoga, I find people doing politics sometimes. I was amazed. People think politics means keeping groups, making groups, telling things from here to there, there to there. That shows you lack collectivity. A person who is a Sahaja Yogi will try to cement everyone together because the power lies in collectivity. To break the collectivity for anything is very dangerous for that person as well as for others. So now you have entered into the kingdom of God. You are now sitting in the court of God Almighty. Here, of course, as courtiers, you have to dress up well, sit properly, to take up your seats. You have to be systematic and above board, because you are Sahaja Yogis. You are not ordinary people. You are special people. How many people in this world are going to be Sahaja Yogi? You are special people. So try to make yourself such beautiful instruments of Rajalakshmi that people, when they will see you, they will vote for you, and tomorrow you will rule the world. All that was first a gross attraction becomes very subtle attraction. They start using it. In both ways it acts. With some people it may act in a way that you want to enjoy the gain of power. Those who have missed it or those who know how to use it. There could be another type who are the ones who think they have always suffered and they are suffering now also. There can be another type of a group of people who, when they come to Sahaja Yoga, they have complications of emotions. I know of some people, I've heard, that they felt attraction for a man or a woman and they started behaving in that fashion after coming to Sahaja. Sometimes the attraction to money, attraction to greed and lust becomes subtler. So the Mahamaya, being the subtler force, is the subtlest of all, which you cannot understand and can explain through your brains at all. Acts and just stupefies. It stupefies them. Unless and until that is done, they cannot stop it. They cannot cut themselves away. They, in a subtler way, they remain the same, but not aware of it. People who are miserly become miserly in a very subtle way, in a very sophisticated way, but they are miserly. Those who are dominating become dominating in a subtler way. Those who are murmuring are doing it in a subtler way. Complaining are doing in a subtler way. And that's why the Mahamaya acts. First of all, it stupefies you completely. So you realize that whatever you think or react to something, to certain situations,
is a Maya, is just a hallucination created. Now, for example, we take the second chapter of Gita, which is written about Asthita Pragya, the one who is a yogi, who is a Sahaja Yogi. To him, everything should be saman, whether somebody insults you or whether somebody loves you, whether somebody discards you or whether somebody accepts you, whether somebody is generous to you or whether somebody is not generous to you. To us, Asthita Pragya makes no difference. He is above everything. He is floating in the boat of joy. Nothing can disturb such a person. That's the sign. If your joy can be disturbed by anything else, that means you are not yet a full Sahaja Yogi.
So the judgment of a Sahaja Yogi doesn't come from what he claims, but what he achieves. I've seen some Sahaja Yogis are extremely arrogant also. Extremely arrogant. Think no end of themselves. All that is there. So many Sahaja Yogis I have seen of that kind. That they are very, very arrogant and that they try to make a big show out of what great people they are. Humpty Dumptys, as they call it. All right. But what is a yogi who is not like that? What is his style is? He'll just watch, he'll witness the whole thing. Just enjoy and laugh at what is happening. What is this man talking like this? What's the sense of his talking like this? A person who is a Sahaja Yogi is a gem. Is a gem. And gem for which you take him to anywhere, to any place, people will say he's a gem. My own style is that when I see a person or see a Sahaja Yogi anywhere, first thing I go inside myself. First thing. I don't know if you can do that, but I can. And then I see that person in a very different perspective and understand. Because all these powers are with you also. It's not my powers only. You all have these powers. But only difference between you and me is that I have all faith in myself and you have no faith in yourself. So, we are at a crossing roads where we have to understand who will go higher and who will go deeper. We have to find out who is the one who is going to achieve something and where am I compared to that person. He said that you have to suffer, you have to do this, you have to do that. Nothing of the kind, by God's grace. Nothing of that kind. So, now, what is it? What will happen to a Sahaja Yogi? How will you know who is a Sahaja Yogi? How will you know who is just putting a lip service? Only way is that you evolve. You become like a mirror and you see for yourself what sort of a person he is. And also you see yourself what you are.
But if you can acquire other qualities also, will be a good idea. And that's what
I think, should be the attitude towards Sahaja Yoga. That no work is below our dignity. For some people have such ego, oh, I'm coming there, why not I have a room? Such stupid people have nothing to do with Sahaja Yoga, I tell you. I must have a special room. Why shouldn't I have this? This is absolute sign of a stupid fellow. It is absolutely a sign of a person who has never known what is comfort, never known what is money, never known what is luxury. It's something cheapish like a beggar who just start demanding, give me 5 shillings, then he asks for 100 shillings and this and that. All these things, the one who asks for things is not a king. The one who accepts whatever comes their way is the real king because he's mastered it. This is what is the right attitude. That's what a Sahaja Yogi has to be. Who goes on grudging, grumbling about small things is not a Sahaja Yogi. Sahaja Yogi is a king. He gives realization, the utmost, the highest. It doesn't mean all plump people are good. We always logically think that plump people are, if mother says so, then plump people are good. It's not the point. The inner side of it, I'm saying. The inner side of it is just the opposite. Inner side of it is absolutely beautiful and absolutely full of love, affection and warmth. A person who doesn't have these things is a sign of a person who is not a Sahaja Yogi, first of all. A person who is very loud, talks loudly, speaks loudly, laughs at wrong places, must be half mad, but cannot be a Sahaja Yogi.
So one must understand that our main object is to reach that state of selfless awareness where we are absolutely all the time enjoying ourselves. That's why it is said that Atmaneva means the spirit is satisfied by spirit itself. So that when the enjoyment is by the spirit, of the spirit, then what is there to complain? Because your spirit is enlightened. The more you grow in Sahaja Yoga, you will be amazed to see how you enjoy collectivity. If a person cannot enjoy collectivity, he thinks he is very high placed, he has a special job, or he is something great, and he cannot talk with other Sahaja Yogis with the same level, with the same love, then he is not a Sahaja Yogi. So now we understand that for a Sahaja Yogi, it is important to keep to the central path all the time. Through meditation every evening, you can come into the central path, and you should try to stay there in the Vichar Samadhi, means thoughtless awareness. That state of thoughtless awareness doesn't allow any of these things to disturb. So a Sahaja Yogi has to meditate to achieve that state of thoughtless awareness for quite a long duration.
So when you are so much tied down with your watch, that means you are not tied down with your spirit. So a Sahaja Yogi, if he sees watch, then he is not a Sahaja Yogi. But the other side could be that The Sahaja Yogis are never in time where they have to be. First will be the last, Christ has said. First will be the last, because the first come as if thinking that they are something great, that they have shown some great things. But they do not know what is to be achieved. The innocence, the simplicity, the overpowering of your body. If your body tries to overpower you, you are no more a Sahaja Yogi. If your mind tries to overpower you, then you are no more a Sahaja Yogi. If your heart tries to overpower you, then also you are not Sahaja Yogi. But through all these three instruments, you should work as if you are the master of these three instruments and not the slave of these things. This is a very, very important thing, because Sahaja Yoga has too many blessings. It gives you all kinds of prosperity, all kinds of beautiful blessings, all kinds of protections, miracles happen in your life, but we take Sahaja Yoga for granted. All right, we are Sahaja Yogis. So what do we think? First thing we'll think, now today is a puja, what should I wear? Then I haven't yet pressed my clothes, or my sari is not all right. I have to match it, and how to dress up. All these frivolous things first come to our house, our brain. Or in the morning when you get up in your ashrams or anywhere, what do you think? If it was Christ, he would say, I'm sleeping still. I have to meditate. I have to be one with the divine. He would not say, no, the divine will look after it, it's all right. The divine will meditate for me. Yeah. After all, Parama Chaitanya, it has to meditate. Why should we meditate? We are all Sahaja Yogis. Everything is Sahaj. So let the divine meditate for us. We can't get up in the morning. It's difficult. We can't. You see, just can't. But then you can't be a Sahaja Yogi. You are supposed to be connected with all the deities, not only Christ. And here you can't even get out of your bed to meditate. While all the deities are already up there, waiting for you to get up, that's all. They can't understand what's happening to these Sahaja Yogis. How can they be so low? After all, Mother must have given them realization, thinking them to be something great. How did they get realization? They are so ordinary, so mundane, so useless. The deities start wondering, why Mother gave them realization? Because a person who cannot enjoy his meditation cannot be a Sahaja Yogi. That's the first sign of a Sahaja Yogi, that he looks forward to that time when he can meditate. That is the time you are really in connection with the divine and you enjoy the most. Whenever I get a chance, I go into it. I find it so difficult to come out of it. I mean, for today, it happened to me. I was thinking that I'll have to struggle out for this puja. I'll have to work it out.
I don't know how will I get out of this meditative mood. May God bless.